Arts Project Australia acknowledges the Woiwurrung and the Bunurong people of the Kulin Nations, the traditional custodians of the land on which we work. We pay our respect to elders, past, present and emerging. We celebrate First Nations people's ongoing connection to country and culture.
Hello and welcome everybody to the 2020 Arts Project Australia virtual gala. It's wonderful to see you all, if I could see you all, but I'm sure you're all out there. I'd like to welcome you to our biggest exhibition for the year. As you know, 2020 has been a very challenging year for everybody. And at Arts Project Australia, we closed our studio on the 16th of March, and it's been a very slow and brief return to the studio for some artists. But over 90 of our artists have been working at home, doing studio sessions every week remotely on Zoom with our incredible staff, and there's been some fantastic artwork created. So I'd really welcome you to shop and buy and look through the 200 works we have on offer at this year's gala. As I said, it's been a difficult year, but we've managed to make a lot of gold out of the problems that we've had. Our remote delivery program has just gone swimmingly, and we've got so many artists making wonderful work at home. Our gallery team have had online exhibitions every single week, and we've managed to keep artwork sales at a level that we normally would with a gallery open. So I take my hats off to Arts Project staff and artists for everything they've done this year to get through. And in recognition of that, I'm really delighted to announce that last Saturday we were announced as the 2020 Melbourne Award COVID-19 Champion for Arts and Culture because of our positive response to providing arts and culture not only to our artistic community but beyond to all of you. So thank you all for your support, and we're really thrilled and proud to be given this recognition by the City of Melbourne. It's a wonderful thing. Now, I just need to tell you about this year's gala is not just different because it's online, it's different because 100% of the proceeds will go back to the artists whose artworks are sold. So I encourage you to browse broadly and bid up. The higher the amount that's bid, the more money the artist will take home at the end of the exhibition. So I encourage you all to do that. It's a really fantastic thing we're doing for a COVID Christmas, I suppose. I'd really like to thank our fantastic partners, and we have so many of them who've been extraordinarily generous this year, but in particular supporting the gala are Leonard Joel. Their CEO, John Albrecht, has been a marvellous supporter this year, hosting an auction for us earlier, and we're using the Leonard Joel system for the auction, so I encourage you to get onto that. I'd also like to thank our partners, Art Guide Australia, the Lim Family Foundation, who've been incredibly generous to us, and the Recreation, who are our catering partners for this event. I would also like to thank all the staff and board of Arts Project Australia who've pushed through a really tough year brilliantly, our wonderful artists and their families and carers and supporters who've enabled them to continue their art practice all through the year, and a range of special guests who are coming up. But before we say anything more about that, I'd like to hand over to our gallery manager, Sim Luton, who's going to tell you a bit of the nuts and bolts of how you can get online and buy some fantastic artwork. Over to you, Sim.
Thank you so much, Sue. And reiterating Sue's words, we're so thrilled to be here today and share our virtual gala with you all. The nuts and bolts of what we need to let you all know is that the silent auction of the gala artworks will be available for you to put your bids down until Tuesday, the 1st of December at 6 p.m. So you've still got some time beyond today to get your bids on. And reiterating Sue's words, 100% goes to the artist. So you can support an artist, 100%. It's so great. So you can put a little bit more and know that the artist is receiving that that amount, which will help them out basically in what has been a really tough year for everyone. Also, don't forget that we have not only the opportunity to bid online, but there's also a virtual exhibition that you can walk through. And we've made accessing both of these platforms very easy for you. So if you just jump on our website, onto the homepage, there will be a link there that will take you through to an arts project page that has all the information and links to make sure that you can buy artwork and also do a wander through our virtual exhibition, which will have 200 artworks of all sorts of mediums for you to explore and buy. So that's really as easy as we could possibly make it. So please jump on, bid high, and enjoy all the fabulous work that our artists have created this year, but also in the past year or two. Back to you, Sue.
Thank you, Sim. And if you've got any problems, pick up the phone, give us a call. We'll be happy to help you. We'd want to make sure that we sell as much work as possible. Now, this is an opening, and normally an opening means hundreds of people and speeches and live entertainment. And we want it to be a bit like that, but online. So I'm about to hand over to a range of special guests, and I'd particularly like to introduce the wonderful Paul Kelly to everybody. Thanks so much for coming.
Hello everyone. I hope you got through 2020 okay. I'd like to sing you a song. Welcome stranger to the show. I'm the one who should be lying low. So now that turn my back, heard the train coming, stayed right on that track in the middle of a dream. I lost my shirt, I pawned my ring, I've done all the dumb things. Caught the fever, heard that old tune, thought I loved it, hung my heart on the moon, started howling, made no sense. Thought all my good friends would rush to my defense. In the middle of a dream, I lost my shirt, I pawned my ring, I've done all the dumb things. Get all your good advice never stops me from going through these things twice. I see the knives out, shining bright, shining my back. I hear that train coming, stay right on that track in the middle of a dream. I lost my shirt, I pawned my rings, I've done all the dumb things. Yeah, I melted wax to fix my wings, I've done all the dumb things. And I threw my hat into the ring, I've done all the dumb things. Well, I thought that I just had to sing, yeah, all the dumb things. Stupid thing, yeah. Dumb thing. See ya.
When I was a child, I went into gallery after gallery after gallery, and the artists that were the boldest, often the wildest, and frequently the most impolite, made my childish mind go down avenue after avenue of imagination. And when I grew up and I wanted to recapture that wild time, I found it at Arts Project Australia. Arts Project Australia artists have an open door to their imagination. So instead of worrying, will they like me? Am I on trend? Is it fashionable? They seem to be able to enviably and excitingly open the door to wild images, wild imagining, and beautiful art that makes collectors, curators, partners, families, and art lovers around the world say, wow, is that work from one of those incredible artists at Arts Project Australia? We here at Finucane and Smith are honoured, no, delighted, no, excited to be a lifelong partner because we know where the art is. We know that there is more than one way to reflect the world. We know that when push comes to shove and art comes to imagining, it's Arts Project Australia artists that are the lifeblood, the wow in our wow-filled city. We love you. Merry Christmas, you genius mob.
We love you, Arts Projects Australia artists.
I love you, Arts Project Australia artists.
We love you, Arts Projects Australia artists. You're the best.
All the special things for Arts Projects Australia.
Hello, my name is Trent Walter. I'm an artist and a publisher, and as you can probably hear, it's raining. I've worked with Arts Project Australia artists as a visiting instructor in printmaking, and in 2021 I will work with artists from Arts Project on a drawing and printmaking workshop titled From Australia An Accumulation, which will tour nationally with Nets Victoria. My experience working with artists from Arts Project Australia has been exceptional. This is not just about the art, it is about the incredible character of the artists and the commitment with which they pursue their creative work. While I recognise them as individual artists, I also view them as a collective, bound together by a shared interest and passion. This year has been trying on many levels. Not being able to work alongside your friends and your colleagues is contrary to the essence of inclusion that I've experienced at Arts Project Australia. If this year has proven anything, it's that in a crisis we turn to the arts to nurture us, whether it be through drawing, comics, music or filmmaking. In the creative work that they make, the artists from Arts Project Australia nurture us.
Makes me feel proud. You get a chance to exhibit your work. You've been it's what you spend your life. It's what you spend your time doing.
The annual gala is good for every artist that they support. View one piece, and it's great to have work on display at any sort of time. It's a blessing. Yeah.
Oh, my artwork is superb. It's amazing. Yep. So, other words, it's brilliant. And I'm doing an African green mamba at the moment. Yeah.
And it just keeps the art going.
Oh my goodness. Hello, what a delight it is to be part of this wonderful event, especially in such a tough year, with 150 APA artists working from home. Yeah, that's right, working, not falling in a heap covered in crumbs. I mean, it's just showing off. I'm Claire Hooper, and I used to be a comedian in the olden days, 2019. But this year I chose to be a remote learning teacher for a year one student. I can't imagine why. And here's the best bit, for absolutely $0. I really miss the olden days. I wish I could be there with you in person. I'm very friendly and I smell great, and only one of those things is a lie. But we have all gotten used to working this way. Like we're all doing Zoom meetings. They're not all bad. I mean, you get to find out if you've got spinach in your teeth before the end of the meeting. We all now know that even our good-looking colleagues look terrible on Zoom. And, you know, it always gives you the incentive to clean 2% of your house. You know, one of the things I really liked about lockdown was the opportunity it gave me to stop and just really learn something about myself. And what I learnt was I don't want to clean my house. Seriously, how fast did bin night come around this year? Like last year, bin night came round once every 7 changes of clothes. This year, bin night came round once every 0 changes of clothes. Bin night already? I don't have anything to put in the bin except these clothes I've been wearing all week. Look, folks, I don't know if you'll believe this, but experts say that 2020 will eventually end. And so I say good luck to all of the artists. Well done for surviving this year. Well done, everyone. Now, I really have to go because I would like to beat you to my favourite pictures. That, seriously, back off. That's my painting. Well done and good night.